Hey, what's up everyone? Fuzzy Juggernaut here. So, I figured I would showcase one of my raid builds on my channel. I meant to put this on a while ago, but I just didn't get around to it, and I've been sort of busy for this last week, so I haven't got to play that much. Also, coupled with the lag in this game and a few other games, and seemingly on PlayStation 4, it's been sort of bad. But regardless of that, we'll get into the build in a minute, but first I just wanted to thank all the people that subscribed to the channel and really showed it love. I greatly appreciate it. I know it's only 100 subscribers and that was a couple days ago, and that's normally nothing to other people, but to me it means a lot, and I just wanted to say thank you. And if you like the content that you're seeing, then hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Alright, back to the build. So I use this build to FaceTank and grab aggro from Boomer to Ratchet or Dizzy and Buddy in the Buddy and Lucy fight. This build has good survivability and it does pretty good DPS. It's not the highest DPS you could be at, but it's good enough for it to count and really help the team out. Also, you're going to be able to play the tank role, which not a lot of people want to do sometimes. It just depends on the team and the person and the people involved, but this build is really fun and it'll allow you to really help your team out, and you can always tank and also do good DPS. So we'll get into it right now. For the specialization, we're going to be running the gunner. So on this, you're going to want the coupler. Every third reload is 50% faster. Then you're going to want hardened armor kits. Armor kits repair 100% armor and grants 30% bonus armor for 10 seconds. Then you're going to also want supply line, which you should have all these by now, fully leveled up. But you're going to want the supply line, generate 10% of total ammo capacity every 60 seconds. Party members recover 5% ammo, so it's just constantly regenerating ammo for you and your team, which is nice during the raid because sometimes ammo can be scarce. Then you get a few other perks with it, but the main one you want is going to be, my thing's lagging out too, that's great. I don't know why it's been doing this. Anyways, you want large pouch and you want your LMG damage. The large pouch is going to give you bigger than standard pouch that fits on any belt fed weapon, which is pretty much your LMGs. That's going to give you like an extra 30 plus more rounds. So instead of like 100, if you got an extended mag, you put this on, it'll put you at like, I think like 130. But I'll show you in a minute. And then, like I said, the LMG damage finally let me go to it. 15% increased light machine gun damage. So. Alright, now for our weapons and our gear. Our first primary weapon is going to be Infantry MG5. We're going to be rocking 93.3k total damage. We got good RPM and 130 mag size from the specialization. We got 14% LMG damage, 11% damage to target out of cover, and 5% rate of fire that I rolled on there. Just get something close to this if you can. Our talents are going to be Fast Hands. Critical hits add a stack of 4% reload bonus. Max stack is 40. Now I choose to rock Fast Hands because I think it's a really good talent, especially since we're rocking 2 LMGs and the second LMG is going to be the Pestilence. So it's crucial to have something that can reload real fast, and it also helps you pump out more DPS in my opinion. You can go with Optimized or Strain because I think we have 44% crit, which isn't super high. And our crit hit damage is a little low, but you can choose to opt out for one of those other talents. But in my opinion, Fast Hands is the best for this build, and I like Fast Hands, as you know, or as if you've seen any of my other videos. I like Fast Hands a lot. I think it's a really underutilized talent in the game. For the mods, we're rocking 5% critical hit chance on the site. For our pouch is the large pouch, 50 rounds, that comes from the specialization. That's why we're also using it. Our laser pointer, critical hit chance 5%. And then the muzzle is going to be 5% critical hit chance also. For our second weapon is going to be the Pestilence. Everyone should know what this does. Your mods are locked on it. You can't change anything on it. You can re-roll them for your core attributes to try to get something higher. For this one is at 98.6k damage. We're sitting at 15% LMG damage, 11% damage to target out of cover, and 6% damage to armor. The talent's going to give us a Plague of the Outcast. It pretty much puts a debuff on the target. It's a good tick, it's good damage, and it's a really good gun to use. And like I said, with this one, you'll have both, so you can swap back and forth. Now for the gear, we're going to be rocking 4-piece True Patriot, 1-piece Petrov, 1-piece Providence. The face mask, we're rocking True Patriot, I rolled 15% weapon damage on here, and then we have 10% critical hit damage. If you can get that higher, that'd be great. And then I have 19.5% incoming repairs. This is going to help with our unbreakable on our chest piece, which I'll get to in a second. Now onto the chest piece. We're rocking Providence Defense. This is going to give us 10% headshot damage. Now you can rock Seska or Grupo Sombra. The difference is the Grupo Sombra is going to give you a yellow mod to put on there, which I don't feel is necessary at all. And then it will give you 15% critical hit damage. It's completely up to you what you want to rock, but the other one, Seska, is going to give us a blue mod, which is fine and all because you can get more incoming repairs, which is nice. But I feel it's not necessary in the raid, so I went with the Providence Defense because I have 100% headshot damage on here, so when you can land your headshots, it really helps with the DPS. But back to the piece, have 15% weapon damage on this one, 5.9% headshot damage. I rolled 6% critical hit chance, and then 5.1% critical hit chance for the mod. Our talent's going to be Unbreakable. When your armor is depleted, repair 95% of your armor. Cooldown is 60 seconds. So this really comes in handy, especially in the raid and for this build and taking the bosses. The Unbreakable is awesome in my opinion. Now you can rock whatever you'd like. If you want to put something else on there, you can. But Unbreakable allows us to take quite a bit of damage from the ads and the bosses and be able to tank stuff while doing good DPS. For our third piece is going to be another True Patriot. This is for the holster. We have 137,000 armor on this one, and then I rolled max critical hit chance, or close to max critical hit chance, 5.9%. Alright, for our backpack, we're going to be rocking the True Patriot. We have 143,000 armor. I rolled 6% critical hit chance and 17.5% incoming repairs for the mod. This is going to give us the Patriotic Boost, increased red, white, and blue debuff strength. Red 8% to 12%, white 2% to 3%, and blue 8% to 12%. I know that the white got nerfed. It was 5 to 8%, but this actually still heals us pretty well. It's not as good as it was, but it still works really well. And besides that, these debuffs really help your team, and this still gives us good survivability, so that's why I'm still rocking this set. For our other piece, it's going to be our hands contractor gloves. This is going to give us the 10% LMG damage for both our weapons. We have 14.8% weapon damage, 8% damage to armor, and 6% critical hit chance. I still think these gloves are good. They're not nearly as good as they used to be, and you can switch stuff around if you want. It's completely up to you. I'm just giving you this build as a template so you can use it how you want. This is just what I rock. For our next piece is going to be the knee pads. This is going to be True Patriot. And this one I rolled 15% weapon damage and then 13.5% weapon handling was on it. Preferably if you can get knee pads that have max weapon damage so you can roll critical hit chance or vice versa. But preferably you'd want like critical hit damage or critical hit chance at least down there. That would be ideal. For our skills, we're going to be rocking the Reinforcer Chem Launcher. You got 3 ammo, 30-second cooldown, cloud radius is only 3 meters. This is just going to help us get a little more survivability, especially in Razorback. If you're taking a lot of damage, you can throw this down, give you a little bit of a heal. Our armor repair is 231,000, and repair over time is 41,000. So overall, it's not bad. It can help you out in sticky situations. For our mods, actually, I'm rocking the 1% ammo, so you get 3 altogether, and then the other one's 6.1% heal. You can rock Defender Drone or the Jammer Pulse. Our second skill is going to be the Reviver Hive. The Reviver Hive is crucial, especially if you go down, it will pick you back up. So it's a must-have almost on every build. I mean, you can go without it if you don't want to, but it's just better to have this just in case if you do go down, because there are those times where the raid lags or glitches out, things happen, people make mistakes, so if you go down, this will pick you back up. I've had the raid glitch a lot lately too, so I would suggest running this, but you can run something else or one of the other two that I just suggested. For the mods, I'm rocking 8.9% Reviver Armor Repair. This is going to give you a lot more armor when you stand back up after this skill revives you. 4.4% duration, so it lasts longer. And then +4 repair charges. So, I mean, the good thing about that is that actually you can drop this down for an ally if they go down, and it'll pick your teammate back up, and then you can actually pick this back up, and if you go down, you'll still be able to get revived. So it's actually pretty nice having that. I would recommend using this. The watch I'm not going to go into. My watch is still low and I wasn't able to play that much at all this last week, so you know, your points will be wherever they're at because you can't really change them. For the sidearm, I'm rocking the M45A1. This is one of my favorite handguns. It's not super important. You can rock whatever handgun you want in your for your sidearm. For grenades, I'm rocking the concussion grenade, or you can rock the specialization grenade, which would be the fire roam. It's up to you. And then let's go into our stats. So at our stats, we're sitting at 93,253 weapon damage. PvP doesn't matter. 44.2% critical hit chance and almost 40% critical hit damage. Like I said, they're not very high, but it does do enough damage to where it counts. We're at 100% headshot damage and 8% damage to armor. Go down. So we're sitting at a little over 1 million armor, and we have 102,000 armor on kill, which isn't bad. And then we have 279,000 health, almost 280, which also isn't bad. And then we have 37% incoming repairs. But besides that, I think I covered everything. If I didn't, just let me know in the comments down below, or if you have any questions about the build. Either way, I'll be glad to answer anything, and I appreciate everyone watching, and I hope you have a good day.